Is it true that someone commented that there is no such thing as free electricity?
Free electricity? Well, here is the thought on that, my beautiful daughter, and this is your science class today. If you turn the well on, like what I did in the last video, you know how we set up a light so that I wouldn't forget to turn the water off? That electricity is pumping the water to the device that's trying to generate electricity. Therefore, that electricity is not free. I'll give you that, Steve. But what if we used rainwater that fell from the sky for free? Probably say that's not free, but to us it's free. We collect it and we dump it into this hose and let gravity push that water through the hydroelectric generator. And if we can get the red light to come on, could we then say that we have created free, or not just created, but just harness that energy that's coming through the hose? What do you think?
I think it will work.
Yeah, I think it will work too.
G-Bear thinks it'll work. E-Bear thinks it'll work. Dr. B-Bears thinks it's gonna work. Let's go see if it works. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Let's see.
Sit on a tablet all day?
No.
Yeah.
Well, you have to probably to watch this video, so we won't dog that.
Yeah.
So let's get started. No more talk. Come on
No
now.
more talk.
Yeah. No more talking. We have to go to see the dogs.
Let's do some science.
Let's go do it.
Yeah, let's go do some science.
Keep it going. All right, so let's see how this thing works. We're gonna pretend that me blowing through this thing, my lung discharge, my exhaust, my breath outward, acts as the water here. So we're gonna hook up the alligator clips. We're gonna look for the arrow to make sure that we're going the proper direction, which is this way. And watch this, see what happens. And maybe you can hear it wind up. Hey, if I can do it, then water can do it. Steve, is this free? Nothing's free. Cut it. All right. We need to get set up for this experiment.
Yes.
Yes.
We do it at our home school, right?
Yeah.
When I teach science class, we do stuff. We wreck stuff. Sometimes, don't tell your parents, but we burn stuff. Mostly marshmallows and old junk. So we got a hose here. Wow, it's awfully long. Man, I hope there's no hose or that it's not kinked. Our experiment will be messed up. But my thought is, I want to get it up in that window, get that hose coming down the roof, come down the trail, and at the very end of the hose will be free electricity.
Free electricity.
Do you think there possibly could be such a thing as free electricity? Or are you gonna side with Steve?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that there is such thing as free electricity.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
So as we learned in science, our hypothesis is that we can create electricity simply by flowing water through a hose with electrical pumps or with gravity. So let's go see how that turns out,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll make some notes.
Yeah.
All right, but first we gotta try to get that hose
Up there.
up there. And I guess that's my department as the sole adult here today.
Yeah, that's
Except Midnight, how old are you? You technically adult?
He's 2 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like 2 years old.
I think that's like 80 in cat years. He could climb up there. Oh, well.
He doesn't have thumbs. He can't bring the hose up there.
No thumbs?
He's not a dog.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, and he has claws. He can break the wall.
You break the roof and put a hole in our hose. Okay, I'll do it. Let's do it. It's also very important to make sure I bring the correct end of the hose up there. How many times have we got set up and then notice that, man,
It's the wrong end.
it's the wrong end. So see that window up there? Oh yeah, right there. I got to get the hose hanging out through there.
Where are you going?
I got to get the hose.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he's going crazy.
in my infinite wisdom, remember when I mentioned to make sure that you put the right end of the hose or correct end of the hose up in the window? I didn't do that. But it just so happens that I think we need to cut this hose anyways. I'm real good at fixing them. I'll just put the correct end on where I think we need to put it. All right, there we go. We got the hose coming from way up top. I cut the length down from the 100-foot hose, so don't tell anybody that I did that. I'll have to fix it. As you can see, we have the little LED light connected to the mini hydroelectric generator, and we hypothesize that there'll be enough water pressure and velocity to get the light to turn on. Let's see if that happens. Time to take. Are you ready?
Yeah! I'm ready!
All right, come on, light. Weird. That's okay. Come on, we need the light on. I don't think. Nope, the light did not come on. Darn. Okay. Well, let's try our next attempt, I think. Let's hope this works.
Okay, so you were down here,
Yeah.
where the water end was. I dumped most of the water on myself accidentally, but some water did go in the hose. What did you see down here?
So what I saw, the camera people saw it with me too. The light did not come on, but I heard a zzzz for just a second, and all of the water that you poured came down the hose.
Okay,
Out
so
of the hose. So
we've made a few adjustments, and we're gonna try it again. This time I'm gonna go down and zoom in on the light. Maybe it made a very faint. I mean, we want people to know that we're legit, right? So then I can watch this in the studio. All right, I'm trying to get it to where you can see the light and you can see the end of the hose to know there's no monkey business. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, we got the end of the hose and we got the light. Let's hope it lights up, huh?
let's hope.
We're zoomed in. Hopefully it stays like that. All I want to see is it the faintest light come on, and that's what we're looking for because the setup is so crude. There's some leaks. It got water all over me. And all I want to see is that little red LED light up a little bit, because then we can basically say, if we did this right with better volume, a different setup, that yes, we're able to spin that mini hydroelectric generator and produce electricity with gravity-fed rainwater. All right, here we go.
Let's see. You hear that? You hear that? Keep going! Do you hear that, guys?
Yeah. We hear it. Is it working?
No. This is not. Water's coming out of the hose, but that is not working. But you heard it, right, guys? I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so far nothing. Nope. Alright, it did not work.
All right, I think this is the third or fourth try. I've lost count already. Fourth try, okay. My producers say that's the fourth try, and everybody's getting hungry, so I promised them a special lunch after this experiment. Now, we thought, because we didn't hear that sound last time, that maybe this got clogged. Why? Because yours truly with the PhD dumped dirty water, rainwater down the hose. So that's the first thing we learned, is to filter the rainwater somehow, which I will do on this next run. So we cleaned this thing out. It was packed full of junk. Now the turbine is spinning again in there, which is pretty cool to take it apart. I'm gonna hook this up one more time, run clean water through here, and let's hope we see that light so we can be done with the experiment. This is us up in the barn. I have a funnel. I have a hose. Just so happens that this funnel threads onto here. Looks like I have to bump this camera up a little bit so you can see. And then about 1 gallon of clean filtered rainwater, and I dump it in nice and easy so it meets the flow rate. We have a little bit of a leak, but that's okay.
He said, here we go. 1 gallon of water. Oh, I hear it. Perfect, let's go. Dump it faster! Do you guys see that? The light's on. It's on!
The light came on?
Yup!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah!
Guys, do you see that? That light is on. That's how you make electricity. When you run clean water. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and the light is fading. But it came on. Guys, that was awesome. What?
Sure is familiar with something from the college days, huh? Well, this is water, not beer. Sounds like. All right, so after 4 attempts, we found out that in fact, gravity-fed water will turn our mini hydroelectric generator and light up the light. Anything that will spin this turbine inside here will produce enough electricity to light this little LED light. So we can get bigger versions of this, which we'll do. But what did we learn today? Number 1, always have a hypothesis or a guess at the outcome, which is we guessed that yes, gravity-fed water would go. Number 2, what did we learn? We learned that if you run dirty water, you're gonna plug up the turbine, which we did, which is why it wasn't working on attempt number 2 and number 3. But we knew that because I asked my trusty sidekick, E-Bear over there, and G-Bear, did you hear the turbine firing? They said, no, we did not hear it. And when I took it off, there was pressure in the line, and that made me think, these kids are right, it's plugged up. So number 3, we learned that there's energy all around us. And it may not be the correct terminology to say that it's free, but we can try to capture it for little to nothing except our time and some trinkets online. And why do all this? Because otherwise we have to be inside folding laundry. No, who wants to do that? But that's what we're gonna do now, kiddos. And maybe, just maybe, folding laundry can produce electricity. What do you think? You never know unless you try. Hey, hit the like button, please. Subscribe to our channel, because you never know what we're going to do. We might be butchering something in the next video, but you can bet we're going to take this down to the river, and we're going to try some other spots to try to see if currents and things will help fire this up. And last but not least, hit the bell, because that'll let you know whenever our videos pop up. So from all of us here at The Learning Curve, I'm Adam, and I'll cut that thing. Let's go. Hey, what are your thoughts? I think you guys are crazy. I'm hungry.